Says I'm live. Oh, the counter just started at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Welcome back. Well, 6:58 in the morning. So I got the phone on Wi-Fi hotspot, and I'm connected to my computer, obviously. So that's streaming right now. It's still on. It's on the LTE. It's such a small thing. It's an LTE network right now. So obviously we're not on the 5G until we get into Victoria. I actually last night. Well, there's a raccoon going right across. I don't know if you could see a raccoon just ran across the road. Last night at the end of my shift, I actually just sat at McDonald's again for the last 5 minutes, and then I started playing with my shift. No extensions available. So now I know that I got to turn myself online. Didn't seem to want to let me until right now. I'm a minute before the shift. So I'm pretty much starting right at home. Okay, so I don't know how long we'll be able to hold on to this feed. We'll try and make it. What I'm trying to do right now basically is just get to the gas station to see how much fuel we burnt last night. I worked until 3 o'clock in the morning and didn't really get more than 2 hours sleep. So, because it was just hard to wind down. And I started my schedule for 7 o'clock this morning. So it was a little bit crazy. I took a shower, like a little bit extended, so that I could wake myself up and get going. I haven't had any breakfast. I think part of the reason why I was having trouble sleeping was that I didn't eat last night before bed, so I was kind of hungry and it was bothering me. So obviously that hunger still continued on to now, and I'm still hungry. So I'm not sure how this feed is going to continue on. This is going to be interesting right now because it's running off of just one cell phone, and we're not in the 5G. Definitely have to try that again with the 5G. And yeah, I have a 15-hour shift today. If you guys are still able to hear me and see me, if this is recording, sometimes it says that it's live and recording when I leave Starbucks and McDonald's, but it's cut off already. Oh, okay, let me go through. So yeah, this is all just a test, I guess, to see how well the Bell service is, and then try to get to the fuel station before we get a match. So we're matching right now. Last night I made it to 7 orders, and with 7 orders I got up to $81 and change. So it's not too bad. Like if I was a delivery guy, yeah, like working for a company, that's not really gonna work for me because of you're almost at like $10 an hour kind of thing. But actually, that worked out pretty decent because what did I work? Started at 8:30, so 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3. So 6.5 hours. I made $81. That's not too bad. But and then I get the write-offs when I go for the fuel and stuff. So it's kind of working out that way. Yeah, I better get rid of this light before I get in trouble. And just carry on with this feed. I'm not going to keep the phone on all day because obviously it's going to get fairly pricey. It would be a good experiment to see how many gigs. Oh, we're started. We don't even get 750. We don't even get a chance to get going. Okay, McDonald's on Saanich Road. Shoot, so I totally went the wrong way. much gotta like rip around and restart. Son of a gun.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Cordova Bay Road.
Yeah, I'll go that way. So, didn't wear my rings today. I just ran out of the house. My rings to me are kind of protection. They're so big and heavy, and people see them. They don't
take the next right onto Cordova Bay Road.
Typically want to mess around with me when I have a little protection plan. But yeah, so first thing in the morning, 7 o'clock here.
Continue on Cordova Bay Road for 2 kilometers.
It's 7:04, and we're already on the way with making money. Just barely left my house. It's kind of nice because my house is in the zone, so I can start from there and just go. I don't have to actually drive to a certain point and then start. So as long as I'm on when my shift starts, I'm good, and I'm sure they're good. One thing I notice is it seems like they'll push you. I'll probably reiterate all of this again because I don't know what the feed is like. But yeah, it kind of seems like the app will push you. They'll just keep asking if you want to extend your shift, and that's cool. I'm all right with that. But I think some people have to beware because it could push you to the point where you don't realize how exhausted you actually are. I've spent many years driving on the road, and driving 16 hours or more at a time. This is a little bit different situation because I'm not on the highway. I'm in the city dealing with traffic all day, but at the same time, I've dealt with that as well on a little different scenario. Getting in and out of the vehicle is definitely something you should do because I could feel it yesterday just in the short shift that I was on, 6 hours, that my body was starting to cramp up in certain positions. So you do want to get out and stretch, people. Like, don't let your body.
In 400 meters, turn right onto Royal Oak Drive.
So this is unfortunate. I end up actually taking the long way to McDonald's because I didn't fuel up last night on my way home.
Turn right onto Royal Oak Drive.
So I'll have to start doing a sequence like I used to when I worked pipeline, and when I'm off shift, make sure I fuel up. So I used to like to
continue for 3 kilometers
before I got home. I should have went, but so that all my chores are done, and just in case I did sleep in the morning by chance, or I was super exhausted like I am right now, that chore is done because it's easier to do it at night. Sorry, I started thinking about stuff. But it's easier to do it at night because you're already revved up. Like your body still needs to wind down, and that was quite obvious with me yesterday. And I didn't give my body any time really to wind down. I just came home and then went straight to bed. And yeah, that didn't work so well because it still had to wind down. Like, I'm pretty sure it was 4 o'clock before I even went to sleep. And usually when I'm dirt tired or dead tired, I'll just knock right out within seconds. But with all the excitement, I had a lot going on in my mind, so it takes a bit for me to shut down. I don't know. I'm going to actually cancel all of our appointments for tomorrow. So that's my pause thing on here. So I think what I'll do is just pause it and leave it at that. So I don't know if we're feeding still. Doesn't show that our connection's very good, but then it was showing 1 person and now 2 people and 10 minutes. So not sure if we still have a good connection. Showing people and showing time frame. So anyways, yeah, what was I talking about there? Jeez. The internet thing always gets me all flustered. So we're just going to roll with it today and see how I feel and go with the flow. I'm definitely going to need some coffee beans maybe. Yeah, I got that doctor's appointment tomorrow, so we'll just keep everything as it is. I got a full 15-hour shift scheduled in, but I'll just put it on pause. So I'll try to work my way right up to as far north as I can, because the doctor's appointment is out of my area. So that's going to be a little bit unfortunate, because I got to drive probably at least 20 minutes each way, so that's going to be 40 minutes worth of driving. And then the appointment itself, which I'm not sure how long that takes. Hopefully it's only
meters, turn left onto Elk Lake Drive.
Hopefully the appointment is only 10-15 minutes. We're in, we're out, and we're good. And yeah, I'll go from there. I don't want to.
In 500 meters, merge onto British Columbia 17.
Oh, I'm supposed to go to that McDonald's. Oh no. Pay attention. Shit. Alright, it's going to take longer than we wanted. Let's just stop on the freaking road here and get it. Son of a gun. Well, it's not super, super far out. So, yeah. West Saanich Road, you're so big. And there's so many other McDonald's, like on that other one's on Saanich. It's Saanich something else. Just everything's so similar. Well, give some light for now. I don't think the cops will bother us. If we see them, then we'll shut it off. But for the most part, they'd have to be looking dead on, and then the mirror's kind of blocking it. So if we still have a feed, you guys can see what's going on.
In 300 meters, merge onto Quadra Street.
So the app's running off the internet, and this live feed's running off the internet, all from my phone. So, oh my god.
Merge onto Quadra Street, then turn left onto the British Columbia 17 North ramp.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Are you kidding me? There's nowhere to turn. I need to turn around.
Turn left onto the British Columbia 17 North ramp.
No, I'm not. It's right behind me.
Take the next left onto Chatterton Way.
Yeah, I am. We're gonna rip around and freaking backtrack.
Continue on Chatterton Way for 1.5 kilometers.
No thanks. I gotta get to this order, damn it.
Take the next right onto Quadra Street.
See, this is why I need the camera going on in here, because then you can
In
see the
800
craziness.
meters, turn left.
This is part of it. This didn't happen to me yesterday. I was paying attention. Okay, I could have been there like twice the time if I would have actually left my house properly and just headed for downtown. So, whoever's getting their breakfast is going to get a little bit late. Sorry, guys. I am usually quick, but we just wanted to test the app, see how effective it is, and yeah, once you get going, you're going. So it all depends on people, how many orders they're placing, right? But this will be interesting to go through these next 2
Turn
days
left,
where I'm
then
doing.
your destination will be on the right.
It would be cool if I was doing full 15-hour days. Unfortunately, tomorrow I have that appointment. But to see when the big traffic flows are and kind of where, that'll be a learning curve over the next couple weeks, I'm sure.
Your destination is on the right.
So, anyways, we're here now. Parked. Okay. I don't know if I can just go in. Last night I was able to just go in without my phone and just give them a number. So 8395. See if it works. Because I don't want to shut off this feed. I'm just gonna grab the bag just in case. Okay, if we're still feeding, that's kind of sweet. Yeah, they don't make the meal until you actually get in there. I didn't eat my phone, so that kind of worked out. So, order has been collected. Swipe. Get my seatbelt on. Ready to drive. Swipe. And I can't tell you names or addresses.
Head northeast toward West Saanich Road.
And we're on our way. Turn that heat on that seat. Make sure you're always obeying the law with how you drive.
400 meters, turn right onto Glanford Avenue.
We're out of here. Alright, our day's begun. I didn't even check to see how much that order was. I don't really care. I just want them to come my way. Right now, I want orders just to keep coming at me. Keep me busy.
Turn right onto Glanford Avenue, then turn right onto Mann Avenue.
I want very little downtime. The less time that I sit, the more money we're gonna make. So hopefully I can stay busy, and that's the whole point of starting first thing in the morning.
Take the next right onto Man Avenue.
And working all day long is to show that I'm effective and efficient, and I want to be priority on orders.
Continue on Man Avenue for 1 kilometer.
So hopefully I'll start getting some really good orders. I don't know what's good and what's bad, but we're gonna find out. So my battery was like totally drained on my phone last night, and I guess apparently my computer as well. I went to open it up just to see what time it was, and it was that dead it wouldn't start up. But I guess it was just as tired as I was. So that's pretty wild if we're doing this at 21 minutes. The phone is still that fresh, that
In
new,
400 meters, turn left to Wilkinson Road.
that it would be interesting to just try and run this for an hour. Maybe today should be the day that we'll try and live stream all day right off the phone. The computer is going to be bouncing around a little bit because I don't have a computer mount. But it would be a test to see how many gigs
Take
it
the
actually
next left
sucks up.
onto Wilkinson Road.
Oh, buddy, don't. To see how much data is actually utilized from my plan from streaming all day off of just my phone. And then it would be another good test just to see what the signal strength is like throughout it. That's one thing though, once you do disconnect,
Continue on Wilkinson Road for 1.5 kilometers.
once you disconnect, you have no choice but to restart and like just start a second feed. So if that happens, we'll just go with the flow, I guess. I don't know. I'm just winging it. But used up just under quarter tank of fuel yesterday, so I'm still above 3/4 tank. So I should have enough fuel for the day, and if not, well, we'll definitely fuel up during one of the breaks. Okay, interurban. So this road can get jammed up quite a bit sometimes. Don't really like driving down it. It's a nice road, but
In 500 meters, your destination will be on the right.
it all depends on what time of day it is. It really can really get jammed up in here. So that's one thing we got to pay attention to. Last night I noticed with Google, it sent me down the highway in one direction, and it would actually have been better to go down the other highway in the other direction. I would have got to the location a lot sooner, but unfortunately it didn't do that for us.
Your destination is on the right.
So 41. Where? Open up the app. Call the gas station. Pull up to the phone. Yeah, I could use some fuel, but it's on the wrong side. Customer. That's hilarious. But let's see if I can get fuel. Okay, so then park at the pump, they say. Okay, we're at the gas station. It's asked me to stop here. Good. I guess fill me up. I'm actually doing a skip dip. Yeah, no, they started I'd be here for 30, so they weren't open yet. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like a breakfast place up top. They don't open till 8, and I'm like, I'll be 3 hours into my shift by then. I'm gonna be
starving.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that beep is annoying. Sorry, guys. So my delivery is actually my gas attendant. So this worked out perfect, guys. I'm getting fuel. Delivered order. Come on. All right, so we're delivering the order to our fuel attendant. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just talking like, man, hey, I want to see how this app works because I just started this yesterday, and it doesn't matter. Premium's best, sure. And yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna try and drive to the gas station, see if I can get there before an order comes. Bang, an order comes, and I'm going the long way. Like, man, this guy's gonna be hungry by the time I get there. But yeah, it's kind of all worked out. Yeah. Really? Yeah, you're not getting the hours in. True enough. Yes, please. Well, you're a subcontractor, right? So you write it off. Yeah, so like loads for fuel, maintenance on a vehicle, everything is written off, right? This is like the fastest business I've ever started up. I literally signed up on Friday, and I had my bags Monday afternoon, and then started playing around on the app, and I had jobs by Friday afternoon. I was up and running 8 o'clock last night until 3 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you want to hustle, eh?
Yeah, man.
Perfect. Thanks, man. Have a good week.
You too. Oh, battery dying on. Okay. Yes, it's delivered. He's got it. He's happy. Super happy. Whoa. They already got me going on another one. I can't even plug in the computer. Okay. Accept the offer for $8.62. We're freaking hopping, man. It's awesome. Good. We got 9-minute drive ahead of us, it says. Do we have to complete an illegal move? Or is Google smart enough? Oh, it is smart enough. I was afraid about that. Oh,
Take the next left onto Interurban Road.
Oh, well. It's trying to look at roads and see which way it's directed. Turn on the heated seat. So that cost me $20.03 for fuel, but basically from all of last night right up till this point. So that's pretty cool. Not too bad for a V6, a 6-cylinder car. Obviously a 4-cylinder would be a lot better or 3-cylinder, because then you're not burning up as much fuel because you don't have as many pistons to operate. So this is quite interesting. I thought I'd be sitting around quite a bit more, and here we're going, like we're literally running. So that was pretty cool. Didn't expect to be pulling up to the gas station pump at all. I'm looking for somebody in a vehicle, and here's the attendant. Like, that's awesome. Pretty cool. Maybe he'll catch on to my live stream and see what the heck's going on here. He was just a young dude. He seems to be ambitious, works plenty of hours, and wants to feed
Continue on
himself.
Interurban Road for 2 kilometers.
Wants to feed himself with some decent food by the sounds of it, every now and then, not just McDonald's good stuff. I guess that's what happens around here. A lot of the good restaurants are really in the city, and all the houses are out. So, okay, man, recenter. Okay, car, don't pull out. I'm coming. Like, I'm clearly coming. Construction workers, people pulling out, school buses, school zones. There's so much to look out for and be careful. You know, like, we've got a lot of laws to obey, and they can be broken very quickly and easily, and things can go south. We're going to do our best to stay within the rules. It gets pretty exciting, and you're wanting to just buzz on her. But that guy was pretty pleased. It's a pretty good system how it is. Like, it'd be nice for the Skip guys to be able to just run in, grab the bag, and go. But at the same time, it's great for the client, like the customer that's actually paying for this service, to be able to get fresh, hot food, right? So the food was made after I arrived. So I don't mind that at all. Like, it's worth the wait, because, you know, these people are paying good money for a quality service, right? So they don't want a freaking soggy hash brown or something like that. You know what I mean? They want to be fed well. They want that feeling like they just picked it up.
Turn left onto Columbine Way.
I know that's the biggest thing for me. Like, when I order takeout, it's just, it doesn't seem the same. Like, it doesn't seem like you get the same portion. It just always seems less, even though it's the exact same. Like, you can go to McDonald's, it's the exact same.
Turn left onto Columbine Way.
But, you know, so to get it as fresh as possible is, like, pretty
In
crucial.
600 meters, turn left onto Cary Road.
So to me, the most important time is between me picking up that food and to the point of delivery. That's the most important time. I've got to be, like, on the ball then. Right now is okay. I don't really want to be lollygagging and driving slow and getting stuck in traffic like we're going to be right now. No, we got in the flow, so that's good. Going through construction again. And that's one thing with Victoria. You can go through construction, like, almost all year round. Basically, you will go through it all year round because there's really no snow days. They make it so that you can... It's not they. God, Mother Nature. It only rains here. It only snows once a year, so it's gone.
Turn left onto Cary Road, then sharp right onto Mackenzie Avenue.
These paving companies must love it because they're making some good money still. Quite interesting. So, live streaming, that guy thought it was kind of interesting. So it's cool to see the reaction from some of the young folks. I'm definitely touring through different areas of the city, like different ways than what I would normally do.
Right onto Mackenzie Avenue.
So Google does help quite a bit because the city is a little bit of a maze.
Continue on Mackenzie Avenue for 2 kilometers.
So, yeah, I wouldn't know these routes. It'd probably take me a lot longer than if I didn't use Google. So there are some instances where it will take a little bit longer, but it is working pretty hard to give you the fastest route. And with how fast you're moving here, trying to make things happen, there's no way you could have done that with, like, what we're doing right now without Google. Okay, like, when I used to deliver, we had cell phones back then, but data plans were a lot more expensive than they are now, for one. For two, phones weren't like they are today with the screens that they have today. Like, Apple was still fairly new and just coming out with that kind of stuff. There might have been some other brands. I can't remember. I'm getting old. But, with the data plans and the services, all the apps nowadays, like, you can't beat it. I used to have to read a map as I picked up equipment. I would see my list of where I'd have to go, and the top one, basically, the first closest place. I am looking at the map to study which was the fastest route, and that's how I did it. And then I had to memorize that route, keep that map out in front of me, and try to memorize it the best I could, so that I'm not looking at it, so that I'm looking at it the least amount as possible. But it chews up a lot of time, right? Like, just trying to locate that spot on the map. Now, you just push the button on this thing, and bingo, you're connected to where you have to go, and Google is helping you out to get there. So it's the brain thinking for you. So it's, to me, it's definitely worth it. Okay, it looks to me like we're going to the 7-Eleven or something like that. Kind of weird. Anyways, it's starting to fog up here. The sun is coming up. It's going to be a beautiful day.
In 400 meters, turn left onto Quadra Street.
I guess we'll carry you with me as long as I public. Sorry, I had to move the computer to let it charge up. So I definitely need that laptop mount. That would be so handy, because then this laptop would be secure, not floating around. If we get caught, we're
Turn
gonna get in
left
trouble.
onto Quadra Street, then your destination will be on the right.
Quadra Street. Gotta love the GPSs. Like, sorry about the noise. The window here got all foggy on me. Couldn't see out the window. So another epic. Yeah, this morning was tough, man. When I got out of bed, like 2 hours sleep, I was like, I felt all sketched out like a zombie. Like, I'm not supposed to be awake yet, man. Okay, what's the orders here? We're gonna say finished. We're gonna get to our orders. So drive to the restaurant. It's not a restaurant, but it's a pickup service. Interesting. Interesting. People like to eat what they like to eat, so we can't let them be picky. We just want to fulfill them. Make sure those little bellies get full. That's the important detail here. There was a parking spot there, but we're gonna go over here. Oh, dang it. Here's this guy again, man. Snap, that's funny. This guy that we saw last night, he's here right now. That guy with the bike, he's right outside. Okay, so 10:14. I'm gonna bring the laptop. I'm gonna leave all this here. Hopefully, I can just get away with saying the number. Charge up. Come on, charge up. Oh, I'm done. And it's order 10:14. No, I'm doing Skip&Dash. Ten 14. tricky when you got to move the computer all the time. That's the whole meal deal in there, man. Shit. This guy's hurting. I don't know. $20. I should buy him a meal. Good day, man. Order collected. Collect order. Computer's plugged in, ready to drive. You with me still? Pretty cool. Okay, I don't need all this heat. So it tries to give you the fastest route possible. So I just made that guy's day. That was that biker from last night. Electric bike. And seems like a pretty decent guy, but he's a vagabond traveling.
Take the next right onto Mackenzie Avenue, then turn left onto Quadra Street.
Ooh, this is gonna be tricky.
Take the next left onto Quadra Street.
With all the traffic in the morning, trying to make this move, I gotta get across 4 lanes to the 4th lane. And then the light's like right there. Snap. This guy didn't give me any room. Oh. Son of a gun. I gotta squeeze through, buddy. What a jerk. It sucks. I can't even get through this. There's not enough room. And he doesn't want to look at me. This is a busy road. This is not good. Come on. I might have to jump and skip over there. I know what this road is like. It's brutal. I don't think we'll get through. Really? I don't think so. No. We're gonna have to go over there, because to try and get to that turn like Google, man, that's almost near impossible. It's such a busy road that I'm better off to just go this way and then do
In
this.
500 meters, turn left onto Saunage Road.
I'm not turning left anywhere onto Saunage Road. I'm turning left into this apartment complex. Once this vehicle and the girl cross. And that'll be far quicker. I'm trying to squeeze through traffic. Okay. Turn around right here. The maneuvers of a skip driver. It's definitely nice to have a small car, because sometimes you gotta make these technical moves so that you can just get there.
Turn left onto Mackenzie Avenue.
You're fucking kidding me. Oh my god.
Continue on Mackenzie Avenue for 3 kilometers. In 400 meters, turn left onto Reynolds Road.
Pull an illegal move here and do a double solid cross. You seem to be able to do that in Victoria. You were trying to make me do a complete illegal move? You need to turn around. Oh my god. Stop and go. That guy's looking at me, just driving like
Turn
a
right onto
madman.
Mackenzie Avenue.
Like, wowzers. That's got to be one of the most difficult situations to try to get through. Oh, moly. Okay, traffic. This is what we get to deal with today. So I didn't mind driving at night, because there's definitely a lot less traffic, and you can get around a whole lot easier. when the traffic is out and about.
Continue on Mackenzie Avenue for 3 kilometers.
It's definitely something that will slow you down. You got to contend with it. So, when you work on the streets, not that I work on the streets, but you have to be offensive and defensive, because, man, a lot can happen so fast. There's so many bad drivers, they just don't pay attention. Or they're so excited to get somewhere, they're not paying attention. And, yeah. Even when I was operating that machine at the last job site, like, there's people just pulling out of their driveway and almost getting into accidents. The guy was driving down the hill. You could clearly see that she's pulling out of the driveway, and yet he was oblivious to it or just ignoring it, one or the other. And I had to honk the horn of the machine a couple times and then just laid on the horn so that she would stop, because she wasn't looking in both directions when she was backing up. She's just looking on what was blind to her and not seeing if anything else was coming the opposite way. Yeah, it was a quiet dead-end street, but it's first thing in the morning, and that's when you get most of your local traffic, right? So that's how that goes. Oh, come on. Don't want a traffic change. Don't want to do a traffic lane change in an intersection. But I do have to turn left up here, so it was quicker to get into the left lane. Saw a white truck trying to sneak up behind me, white Dodge, but as soon as I made the move in, he slowed back down again. So this is going to be interesting. 15-hour day today, and so I think I got maybe almost 2 hours of a break in between, but at 2 different intervals. So one's like 45 minutes, the other is an hour and a half or something. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Everything's happening so fast. It's just like bang, bang, bang. It's insane. Kind of liking this live stream thing. It's a little bit interesting. It's like having somebody to talk to all day long. I'm not just sitting here in my head thinking silly thoughts. Now I'm expressing all of my silly thoughts. Oh, that's a nice Dodge. Nice lift and rims and rubber. Pricey. It's probably $60,000 truck or more right there for a little single cab short box. You don't see those too often though. Looks nice. Dodge must be coming out. They know that we have no heat going on that seat. Jeez. I know that people like that classic short look of a truck. Looks like a truck but drives like a car. I love the short wheel stance on those. I used to have a Chevy that was similar. I didn't have a lift or anything. I had an cold air intake and a muffler on it, so it gave it some extra jam. When you do a cold air intake and a muffler, performance muffler, usually you'll gain close to 25 horsepower extra. You're just getting that little extra airflow through the engine. It's breathing better and releasing better. It's not all choked up anymore. So it's definitely foggy. It's been foggy here every morning. I thought that was the smoke the other day. It sure smelled like smoke, so I think it was a combo, because later in the day you could still see the haze of smoke around. Yeah, with the ocean right near and the humidity and everything, there's a lot. So I'm seeing these grocery station areas. There's guys that have garbage cans and
In
little
400
pickers.
meters, turn left onto Larchwood Drive.
So they're actually cleaning up these areas. That's the second one I passed by this morning. Cleaning up all the parking lots, keeping the city looking clean. So that guy was just on the side of the street. So that's always nice. It's good to see that we're taking care of
Take the
things.
next left onto Larchwood Drive.
Alrighty.
In 200 meters, turn right onto Heartwood Place.
So it's pretty hard to be speedy in the day. Just contending with the traffic.
Take the next right onto Heartwood Place.
This works for me. Construction zone again. They're
In 200
everywhere.
meters, you will arrive at your destination.
Well, I need some gum to brush my teeth or something. So I don't have to get gum. Just I don't have a toothbrush.
You've arrived.
Finished. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot my mask today. Have a good day, man.
Thank you. You too. Well, that was nice. You standing there waiting. I like that when they're waiting. I totally forgot my mask again today because I just ran out of the house. 750. So it always goes to a blank screen. Once it's done, it just does that. You got an X, it tells you 750. So that's today's total earnings. And then it just goes to that. So now it kind of finally worked. Sometimes it just stiffens out on me, I guess you could say. And you can touch it all you want, but it doesn't do anything. Oh my god. Did I just say that? Alright. That's too much. Okay. Matching your orders. So, what was that? I just made $750 off of that. So, wasn't too bad. Little bit of a fiasco trying to get out of that 7-Eleven. That's one of those 7-Elevens. You can only go one direction, and that's right. Doesn't matter which entrance you go through. You gotta go right. Okay, so generally, what I do is after I take an order like that, I just head right back to central location. I'm trying to make my way. It's searching right now for me for work. So these guys are all trying to go to work. I'm at work already. We'll let them go first. Going through construction zone again. They're everywhere, man. Like, well. But they do keep up the city, so there's areas where it could be fixed, obviously, but it's a beautiful place to live. I enjoy it. So you can probably see how foggy it is, huh? Maybe it just looks like light, like really bright light to you, but that's like fog. So keeping the computer plugged in because I didn't charge it last night. I only grabbed my phone charger. So I'm at 40%. So any light that we can get out of it, the better. We're definitely gonna have to find a mask. Starbucks, they give away masks. So yeah. Excellent. Good idea. We'll go to Starbucks. Maybe we'll go to a couple of them. We should have, everyone we went to, we should have asked for a mask and then live stream. That would have been amusing. Not even get a coffee. Hey, can I get a mask, please? Seen what happened. Oh, I would have been more inclined to get a coffee. I would feel bad myself. So it's pretty cool. I can't believe we're streaming. So I'm just going to keep it on all day. Then we'll see how much data I actually used and whatever, man. I'm probably thinking to turn on that extra 60 gigs so I don't get charged crazy amount if by chance it does go over that 60 gigs in a hurry. So I'll have to do that pretty soon here. Since we're talking about it. No, we don't want to do any distracted driving stuff. We'll pull over, head back to Centralism. So there was a Starbucks here. They said it moved to the other side of the street. Okay, so there's a McDonald's down this way that's 24 hours. We'll kind of work our way that way and then back into the central city. I just want to stop by and see if there's a Starbucks and possibly maybe get a mask and a coffee. Something to get me going. I don't need to be peeing everywhere I go, but I definitely need something. I need something in my belly too. I don't know how quick they're going to be able to make that happen. Okay, no. I'm not seeing it. I don't think there's one down here. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, like the buildings that are there, it doesn't make sense. Why you would stick a Starbucks in there? It just doesn't look like an attractive feature kind of building. Like it's, I don't know, doesn't look like an apartment. It almost looks industrial, right in the middle of the city. So that was kind of good for co-op in a way, you know, being able to provide a skip service and allow their workers to actually use the skip service while they're at work. Like, look at that. Right there alone, Skip has totally revolutionized the delivery service. Like, really. You can be delivered while you can be working and ordering up and have it delivered while you're working. Receive it there on the spot. Like, primo. That kid, the last guy there, he looked like a video gamer. Wonder if he's a streamer. Okay, so there's an A&W, passing by it. Turn on the heated seat for me too. It's nice to be warm. So this area, I could see the Starbucks being here, but I don't recall it being in here. Most of these places open later. There is a Booster Juice that's open. So we're definitely going to have to look at that, see what restaurants are open latest. But so far, it seems like McDonald's is that late night one. And then there was that pizza joint. That was my last delivery last night. It was actually a pizza place just south of the McDonald's that I was at. They're open till 3. So it'd be good to just hang around that kind of area because not everybody wants McDonald's. They want something, you know, a little bit more zestier, I guess. A little more interesting maybe by getting the pizza. And it seemed like a fairly hefty pizza. Like there was a lot of weight to it when I picked it up. So it was a long drive where I had to deliver it, but it was the last one. And then I still went down back into the inner city rather than going home. I still went to the inner city because I was on shift and they were tracking me. Like it was different because at that point I passed that 2:30 shift, and then it was now considered a customized shift from 2:30 to 3 o'clock. And being a customized shift, they turned on the GPS location. They're tracking you all day anyways, but they turned on the GPS location and it was showing me moving around the map. So I was probably one of the only ones out there, and maybe it was it's probably a good safety feature, really, because you're out that time of night, you don't know what's going to happen, and they want to make sure that you're safe and you're still moving. Hopefully they got some kind of warning system that's kind of letting them know that you're still alive, but I don't know how that would work. It's all a privacy thing, so than you moving around everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna head back into the center of city, but first we definitely got to go to the bell thing. So when you go to your Bell app, there's a spot here, usage, data, 1.49 gigs used. Okay, add data, 6.51 gigs left. So we used 1.49 gigs and have 6.5 left. And I'm adding more data right now, another 8 gigs of non-shareable data for $60 extra a month. And we'll review our changes. So this might suck up my data for the month pretty big, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it. We are adding to it. It is a write-off for the business. So there you go. I just added another 8 gigs. That's that easy. So I was topped up when I first ordered this phone to 8 gigs. And I think that was a $60 a month plan. And now I was able to add another 8 gigs for another $60. So that's not too bad. Like, you don't get that too often. It's usually you get to that certain point and then they just want to take it from you. Like, so I can deal with that. Yeah, we should find a Starbucks and I can get a mask and a coffee and stuff. We gotta be safe. We gotta keep people safe. So I'll just check it throughout the day. I still want to have data throughout the month to be able to continue on with my route stuff. So if I chew through 8 gigs here, then I'll probably shut it off earlier, like by noon or something like that. And then we'll just do updates. So for now, it's a good little test. It'd be nice to, I think I should drive towards the inner city, like right downtown, and we can get into that 5G. It's so hard to see right now. I can't see if we're on 5G or not. Yellow light, I'm gonna stop. It's on a hill. Alright, so you're seeing how many condos there are as we drive by, obviously. So there's a lot of people in a small area. Not quite like Montreal, but kind of similar effect. You've only got so much land to work with here, so you can't go out, you can only go up. But that's all part of it. So I used to see lots of orders going out from the McDonald's down here that I was at late last night. So thinking should probably just head up towards that McDonald's for the breakfast run. Kind of seems smart. Breakfast. McDonald's and A&W, I guess. So there's both of those right nearby. If I head up where I was working on the first apartment complex, right by the mall there. So near Uptown Mall, I guess. And there's all kinds of other things. So there's other courier services out there like DoorDash. Haven't been able to sign on with them. Uber Eats, still haven't signed on completely with them. One of the other ones that I did look at was a grocery service, but when I looked at the time frame and the hassle and what you have to do, it's definitely not for me. Like, you have to take orders like you do with this, and then you have to go and fulfill them. So you're actually going inside the shopping store and doing the shopping for these people to pick up their groceries. And some of them are specific with what they want, and you're in constant communication. I think I saw one of the gals doing it actually. Why can't I get the name now? Jeez. Instacart. So that was pretty fast setup too. Like, not quite as fast as Skip the Dishes, but they sent me out this credit card and a keychain thing or whatever, like a key holder for something. They sent me a few different things to get me going right away, but I totally veered off of it because I saw so many complaints, people not getting the right thing because it wasn't available, or got too expensive of an option rather than a cheaper option. And so you're running around this grocery store trying to find all these little pieces and put it all together and then get to their home, and it all has to be done within an hour. And like, from the results, most people were only making like $15 an hour out of it, which isn't that great. Like, this is pushing it, right, with what we're doing right now. But I don't have to get out and run around in a whole bunch of silly, crazy situations. I still have to get out every now and then, but just short little walks. I'm not hunting for stuff, and kind of making an annoyance out of things. So it's nice because you get out a little bit more, get your exercise and stuff, but then you're putting yourself back in the public again, especially with like right now. So yeah, the least amount of contact with people right now, probably the best. So I think this is like the best option for any kind of delivery, independent courier service. Okay, so I really don't need to rip around right now. Just kind of lightly cruise because we're just waiting for an order to come in, right? So just heading towards the A&W and the McDonald's kind of area. I'm just staying away from downtown because it's just downtown. I don't want to get in congestion. It's not that bad in the morning, but I don't want to be stuck paying for parking or something, running around. Downtown, I think, would be more of like the bicycle kind of area, bicycle district. It's easier to move around, easier to stop and go with that. You could move a lot faster with a bicycle downtown than you could with a car, most definitely. Oh yeah, so Denny's is right here too. So having Denny's and then A&W up there, like, this is total hotspot. So I should have just actually scooted in there, but yeah, it's too bad it wouldn't like automatically connect to another internet service and then just transfer over, because Starbucks is right there where we saw that scooter guy last night. Shot him $20 today, so giving him $23 now. That's something I can't really afford, but Good Samaritan, and I believe it'll come back to you one way or another. So I guess that's the second time I've done that on my videos. One was for a guy that I actually knew, and kind of knew that I wasn't going to get that money back, but I don't know. It is what it is. Sometimes I'm just too compassionate, I guess. So I'm just going to pull into the 7-Eleven and hang out here, because then I can kind of move in any direction at that point and make this happen. So I'll just find myself a little parking spot here, out of the way from everybody. Just gonna watch the traffic. I don't want to be putting on miles that I don't have to and burning fuel I don't have to. So we'll just stop and wait and see what happens. So we're still live streaming. That's amazing. Still have one person on with me. Cool. Kind of sitting at an angle because of the whole situation. I wish I had the laptop mount, but it is what it is. So what did we do? We fulfilled 2 orders now, first thing in the morning, and that was within the first hour. Now, if that could keep on rolling throughout the day, that would be good. It's still only showing the one, though. It's showing McDonald's, and it's not showing the freaking anyone. It's not showing the last order I just did. Very polite. Customer feedback, very polite, followed instructions, friendly, good service, above and beyond. I'm getting some good customer feedback. So I got 9 deliveries, 59 kilometers. I'll let you see what's going on here. Oh. So I just clicked on the profile link there, and you can see for yourself. I got 9 deliveries, 59 kilometers. And now there's all of these things right in here that are showing up. So very polite, followed instructions, friendly, good service, and above and beyond. So everything that I'm looking for to try and provide to you. So I'm quite happy that I'm getting good feedback. Positive reviews. Very polite, followed instructions, friendly, good service, above and beyond. 2221, 2222. So got 2 reviews, and everything's 2 so far. I don't know what the numbering system is on this, but hey, maybe we can pick it up a little bit and make it a little bit better. Try and get, see if we can get some 5s. Wonder if they give out 5s. First, we got to work up to a 3. So far, so good. Striking up conversation with the guy, that probably helped. Especially at like the gas station. That was awesome. Hopefully he was one of the guys that. So October 7th and one from October 6th. So can't really tell where they're coming from. It doesn't say. It shows you here the rating value from the 2 different. This is something that I hadn't seen on any other videos yet. They haven't spoke about this rating value at all. So there are people out there that will rate you. So I guess you got to act good, act accordingly, be polite, be positive, be friendly, provide great customer service. That's what we're here for. And hopefully I'll end up getting some better orders, or continuous orders. And then, yeah. So I've almost finished one complete circle because I've got 9 orders. And then I don't know, it must be 100 kilometers or something. That's a full circle for the kilometer-wise thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how much, what I gather through this. But, yeah. So far, so good, I guess. Just clicking around because we saw what went on last night. Didn't sign on until an hour and a half later. It was actually properly signed on. So today I work from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. There's my schedule. Right, and 11:45 to 3:45. And then I got that 15-minute break. So I got a 15-minute break. 7 to 11, 15-minute break. And 11:45 to 3:45, and that's 45-minute break, because then I go to 4:30 to 7:30, then I get a half-hour break, and 8 o'clock to 12 a.m. And then we'll see if we can pick up anything else after that. Thursday, I actually don't start until 12 a.m. till 3 a.m. That's in the morning. Oh, so my shift goes right into 3 a.m. Sorry. So I don't have to pick up shifts. Yeah, I'm going right till 3 a.m. And then I don't start tomorrow until 1:30. So that works out good for me because I have the doctor's appointment in the morning, and I'm definitely going to be exhausted from working all night, like working all night last night, having 2 hours sleep or less. I just used 2 gigs of data. The phone's actually telling me. And then 1:30 to 5:30. What was they saying? So yeah, tomorrow I've got the doctor's appointment. So I work till 3 in the morning. Doctor's appointment at 10, and then I start work again at 1:30 to 5:30, and then half-hour break from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then hopefully we can pick up some more shifts after that. We'll see what happens, and at least it's working for me. And without thinking, I actually got the right shift that I need. So we'll just worry about extending that as the day continues on tomorrow, and depending on how I feel too. It's life-changing, so it is what it is. Friday, October 9th. Got a full day there, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., 11:15 to 3:15. So got a little break in between. And then half-hour break, 3:45 to 7:45. And then right into the next shift, right up to 10:45. So I really work from 3:45 to 10:45. And then 11 to 3 a.m. So keep myself pretty darn busy. Scheduled up. Yeah, that's the morning. We just chewed through 2 gigabytes of data within 1 hour. So if we keep that up, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, chew through 10 gigs, 8 gigs within 4 hours. So I think we should be probably shutting that down real soon. I'm going to buzz across and go through the drive-thru. They probably won't give you a mask at that one. Shit. Need to find a Starbucks with a mask that I can get and food. Not that I want to eat Starbucks, but where else can you get a mask? Unless I go home. I wonder if they sell them in 7-Eleven. Sitting right there. It's worth a shot to go try, check out. So maybe I'll just get a coffee here at 7-Eleven and sit and wait till next things go on. That was the excitement for the morning. We've just streamed for 1 hour and 20 minutes, chewed up 2 gigabytes of data just off of my cell phone. We are sitting in 5G at the moment. When we first started, we started out in just the LTE mode for the area. So working pretty decent, but at this point I think I should just shut it off because I need my data to be able to continue working with this business. That's very important to me. YouTube's very important to me too, keeping you guys informed and whatnot, but at the same time we got to be responsible and manage this thing properly so that we don't drain ourselves too quickly. This can get very expensive, like I was speaking about before. That's why I was looking at using the public Wi-Fi at various locations around the city. So let's do that. Actually, that's what I'll do. Let's go in here, see if I can get a mask, and then I'm just going to boot over to that other Starbucks across the road where we know we get a good signal, That's where we started our shift at last night. I'll just go through the drive-through, get myself a coffee and a freaking drink. See if we can hook up while we're going through the drive-through, and yeah, go from there. So I'll probably see you in like 5 or 10 minutes. Let's see how it goes. All right. Ciao for now.